Hi guys, welcome back to Nana's Nursery and Reborns. I'm Nana, and if you're new, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. And if you enjoy our content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps our channel. We are here today to do Whatever I Want Monday. And it's going to be late, so this will probably be up on Tuesday. But this video is going to be kind of a mishmash of all over the place. Lots of things that I've wanted to do and say and just have not been able to get it done during any one of the themes. Whatever I Want Monday is hosted by our beautiful sweet friend Dee over at the Baby Patch. And if you just want to pop on over and visit her, she's a wonderful, beautiful, sweet friend. And I think you'll like her channel too. First of all, I'm not going to be doing any baby changing this time. I'm just going to do a little bit of catch up. And I wanted to announce that I did go ahead and decide on my new Cabbage Patch doll baby's name. And I went ahead and printed her out, just a pretend birth certificate, but I put her name on it so I wouldn't ever forget what her name is. So I named her Dorothy Gale. That's right, I have an Aunt Dottie, so Dorothy is after that. And I just like Dorothy Gale because it also reminds me of Wizard of Oz, which I love that. And we have our beautiful sweet friend Gail over at Susie Q's Happy Little Haven. So that is her new name. If you were able to watch our last video, I had mentioned that we were going on a date to our bigger town closest to us, and we were going to go for our anniversary, and I was going on a shopping trip. So I went to the bookstore, and I did get some from Walmart, and we met up with our daughter that lives there in that town. And I actually wanted to just show you kind of what I got there and what I got from a different haul before that, and then a haul what we got in that town. I'm a member of a group, boutique on Facebook groups. And let's see if we can see it. There we go. Boutique Babies by Deanne. And you can find her on Facebook. And I get some stuff from her every once in a while. But I try not to a lot because I don't need a lot of stuff. Every once in a while I'll find something that really catches my eye. I'm always on the lookout for preemie stuff. And this is a beautiful pale lemon yellow tulle layered dress, and it's got an overlay and it's embroidered, and it's just really pretty fancy dress, and you don't ever find these in a preemie. So I got that and had a little satin sash that comes across and little satin ribbon roses and a big bow in the back. So that's one dress that I got. And I've always been a sucker for Little Lass. I love Little Lass. And I'm kind of in the mood for blue lately, apparently. This is a little short set that has like a tutu with little iridescent polka dots on the 3 layers of tulle. And then it's got a onesie that's white that has blue and yellow flowers on it. And it has machine smocking across the whole bodice, 2 satin bows. It's got the little frilly sleeves. And it's got this fun little lace detail, and that comes with a matching iridescent bow. So I got that, and that's Little Lass, and I think it's just a newborn. Nope, 0 to 3. And last that I got from her boutique is this cute little overall, and this is for little Mr. Oliver because I don't have a lot of bigger stuff for him. It's like a cream and tan vertical striped overall, and it's kind of like that waffle print material. There, you can kind of see it. And it's got a 3-dimensional little stuffed bear face. It's almost like a little stuffy, and it says very cute, and it just has a little off-white shirt on it with a little bear patch on the sleeve. So that's all I got from that boutique. Okay, so on our trip, we went to the bookstore, the Barnes & Noble bookstore, and I got this board book, and we're going on a bear hunt. And then I got this is a 5-minute nighttime Bible stories, so I can read it to my youngest grandkids. And it's got the Old Testament and New Testament, and they're very simple stories. They're not long at all. See, they're just very generalized, very short stories. Something easy that they are able to grasp and we can read quickly at bedtime. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, I've only flipped through it a little bit, but I just thought that was a nice basic start to getting into the scriptures for a 7 and 10-year-old that's not familiar with a lot of the stories. So those are those two. And then I got Corduroy. It's a board book. And it's a little teddy bear. The Gruffalo for my grandson. And I told him I would help him read it because, like I said, he is way behind on his reading level. Honestly, I don't even know what his reading level is. But he's in 3rd grade, getting ready to go into 4th grade. And he still does not read very well at all. Not fluently at all. My granddaughter, on the other hand, had mentioned how much she likes the Dr. Seuss books. And so I found this one at Walmart, and I've honestly have never read through this whole story. So I'm going to do that with her. And I've read this one. There's a Walk-It in My Pocket. And she requested Fox in the Socks. Fox and Socks. And I told her I would go get it. So I did. I picked this one up tonight. I had to run into town and just get some milk. So I just grabbed that one because they're cheaper at Walmart. They're like $5.88. Okay, and I looked at the bookstore and they didn't have a lot of the classic little golden books. And some of the ones that they did have, I knew I could order them cheaper on Amazon. So they will be here like next week sometime. So if you want me to show you them when they come, I think they'll be here, later on the week. But this one's just the story of Jesus. Birth, death, and resurrection, and a little bit in between. So just a simple story. But these are classic ones. The Shy Little Kitten. The 3 Bears. The Red Hen. The Little Red Hen. And my grandson loves Pokemon. And my daughter actually picked this out for him. She said she thinks that he will like this one because it's not real long wording, and I think we can help him read through it. And he loves Pokemon characters. So I thought this would be easy to help him work through and get interested. And I actually ordered him a dinosaur one. It's a little golden book. On to my pièce de résistance. My favorite childhood book. This is it, Bonnie. This is my favorite childhood book. Now this one's a little bit longer of a book, so I'm not sure if you want me to read the whole thing. So I think I'll just give you the general idea, and if you want me to come back and read it, I absolutely will. But I love it because this is her sweet little house up in the tree house. And this is Miss Susie, and talking about her tree house and her sweet interiors. Her little pot-belly stove and her little stick broom. And her firefly lantern. And this is actually, it was so funny because I looked. This is actually the 60th anniversary edition. Mine looked exactly like this, but it didn't have the 60th anniversary edition here. And I was talking to my daughter earlier, and I know mine had gotten moisture in it. I do remember that. And it had gotten some like mold spots on it. And I'm pretty sure that's why I just went ahead and threw it away. But I will treasure this. And I haven't read it to my grandchildren yet. And I told Briar that I would. But there's some bad squirrels involved. And they come and scare little Miss Susie off. And she runs into a nearby house. Oh. And there's a dollhouse inside. There we go. There's a dollhouse in the house. So she goes in there and it's dirty. So she cleans it up because there's cobwebs and dirt in a little cupboard. And she sleeps. And then she finds some little toy soldiers. And I'm going to leave it at that. But if you would like for me to read the rest of the story to you, I will definitely do that at a later time. So this is my favorite children's book. Miss Susie. Okay, and then on our trip, we went to Once Upon a Child, and I did get not a huge haul, but I got a pretty decent size haul, and I'm not going to share that with you. It's mostly just some 4th of July outfits, and I got the babies some blue jeans. So that's the gist of it. We went to dinner. We tried a new barbecue place. That was really good. And then we went to Target, and here's the like 3 little things that I got from Target. So it's hard to find newborn boy stuff online or around here. So I got this. It's kind of like a red, white, and blue romper, and it's sleeveless, and it's got a little sun hat and little buttons down the front, and then it's got little pockets on it. So I got that. Here, let's see if we can put this down. There we go, that's better. And I got this. And it's so funny what the themes are this week. It's a little shorts overall set that's blue, and it has a pale blue anchor embroidered on it, and it's got a little polo shirt striped in dark blue and light blue, and it's white. It has a little collar. Got that. And then I got this little set. It's a pink strapless little shirt that has strawberries, lemons, and cherries. And then it's got the matching pink bloomers. And then it has a onesie that's an off-white that has watermelon, lemons, cherries, and limes on it. And I was like, what are the odds? That's what the themes are going to be for this week. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. And then I found these, and I just couldn't resist them because, hello, they're tiny little shoesies, and they're yellow. And I just thought they looked really cute with lemon stuff, and I have several little yellow things. So that's all I got. I mean, I honestly don't buy a lot of stuff from Target because I think they're overpriced. But I just got some things that I knew that I can't get and I haven't been able to get online. And I thought these were really sweet. So that's what I got from the haul. Okay, I figured I could finish chatting, looking at these cuties over here. I've had babies kind of moving around a little bit, so you're just looking at little Daniel and Oliver. And this is Pip back here. She's sitting where Rosie was sitting because my granddaughter picked her up and already took her gown off. This is Adelie, and back here behind Oliver is Priscilla. Okay, so the rest of our anniversary date, if you want to call it that, because like I said, our daughter went with us. We went to the movie theaters, and oh my gosh, if you are a Michael Jackson fan at all, go see the movie. Like 5 stars. I loved it. I absolutely loved the movie. It was actually his nephew that played him. And just watching the movie, you forget that it's not him. Michael, I mean. It was an excellent movie. Although our experience at the movie theater was terrible. The theater we went to was absolutely terrible. The volume was so loud. I had my earbuds in the entire time, and I could still hear everything loud and clear. And I have noise canceling earbuds. That is how loud it was. And apparently my husband said, and my daughter said, the people sitting behind them were just horrifically rude, and it was just terrible. And I got kicked hard, like several times. So the experience was not great, and this is why I like to watch movies at home on Netflix or, you know, DVD, because people just are not respectful anymore. So, but the movie was just absolutely phenomenal. Kind of gave you a hint about what the themes for this week are, but if you're interested, go check those out for yourself. For Theme Thursday, that's at Suzanne's Babies, and then we have Lori at Reborn Huggles for Best Friends Club, and then we also have Pika Wednesday, and that's hosted by Chris at Tiny Heart Reborns for this week. So if you're interested in the rest of the themes, go check them out. And if you want, you can say hi, tell them hi, and say, Nana sent you there. Just let them know. And that's another thing. I'm still trying to get my subscriber count up. I'm still about 50-ish away from getting the 1K. So if you want to like share the word that I'm trying to make it to the 1K, and I've got a surprise coming for that. And then let's see, the rest of this week, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to come on Wednesday. We'll see. Tomorrow night is my last Bible study. So that's on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, I have to go back to our old town because it's Raven's last band concert. She plays clarinet. And, oh, I showed you like my Cabbage Patch dolls. So I've still been working on conserving some like Cabbage Patch, like vintage Cabbage Patch clothes and stuff. I've got the dresses, but I've been sewing and getting patterns, and actually I couldn't find the pattern. So I made a pattern to make some bloomers to go under the dresses. So I've been doing that still. And if you wait till the end of the video, I'll insert some pictures of a couple other stuffies that I have conserved. One of them is like a Precious Moments little bunny, and she prays. And that was Briar's favorite lovey that she sleeps with. So I did that. And then my grandkids come every other week. Last time Briar and Chase were here, Briar and I sewed a Build-A-Bear, and I was going to insert pictures of that, so I'll put that at the end. And then last but not least, they were here this evening, and my grandson caught and killed a snake. It was a fairly good-sized snake, and I will insert a picture of that. It's kind of a funny picture. My daughter actually took a picture of it on her Snapchat, and I just kind of, I edited out some of her, filter her information on that. So I'll put that in at the end. But I think that's it. I think that's all I've got. I did want to mention that our other friend, Nicole, over at Cole's Cozy Cradle, she's been doing videos on Sunday, and it's the hashtag Sacred Sunday Sit Down. And this week, it was actually very good. It was an excellent chat. It was on stewardship, and she's talking about, and this is for our fellow Christians in the community. If you're interested in that, go check her out. I mean, she's a beautiful, sweet, darling friend. And I really wanted to get involved with that, but I just have not had the time right now. I'm hoping I can get a little bit more time as soon as school's out, and then my daughter is getting ready to graduate next week. Oh my gosh, it's just too fast. Too much stuff going on. Maybe I can start participating in that soon. But with that being said, I'm going to get off of here. It's actually a talk much longer than I actually even wanted to. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a blessed, blessed week. Mwah. Bye, guys.